Welcome back to another video. So this is an anime review for a show on Crunchyroll, and we got another mouthful. This was listed on Crunchyroll. I'm sure there are other alternative titles for it, but I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too. Also one of my favorites during the season it came out, and I believe there's 13 episodes. Hold on, let me double check. Yes, there. God, I need glasses. Yes, 13. Anyway, the title alone kind of gives it away, but basically, it's kind of an isekai, but not an isekai. Like in a lot of isekai, they're either reborn or transported, and they never really go back to their home world, which is usually Japan. Here, this kind of like ugly, overweight, miserable, like high school age kid, Yuya Tenjo, his name. And he's had a bit of a rough life, because he's not attractive. Essentially, his mom and dad kind of just assholes to him for no good reason, and of course because they have shitty behavior and attitude towards him. His younger brother and sister also learn that shitty attitude towards him. And the only one who really has that loves him is his grandfather. Sorry, the bathroom's like right next to my room. So there's like, the walls are so paper thin so I can hear everything that's going on. And just, it feels very weird to talk to myself while recording myself. Like this, the cringe and embarrassment that was just hit with, oh my god, they're gonna hear me talking to myself. Oh, oh, the pain. Anyway, can you get secondhand embarrassment for yourself? Is that a thing? Is it first-hand embarrassment? Is that what it's called? Anyway, yeah, his grandpa's the only one really loved him, and then his grandpa ends up dying, and we see he gets bullied at school. He's pretty much been bullied his entire life, whether it's at home or at school. And his grandpa dies, leaves him the inheritance, and no way for the family his shitty family to get it. So of course they're pissed off and call him an inheritance thief, but then basically kind of disown him. So he kind of just has what his grandfather has left for him, which is like the house and a little bit of money. We don't know how much exactly, but and so he, goes to school and also does part-time jobs, and like I said, he gets bullied at school, and his brother and sister hire this, like, local gang or whatever. Like, you could tell it's, like, the high school. It's, like, a high school gang. They're called, like, the Red Ogres or something. And, they're typical asshole delinquents that probably get involved in real crime later on. I don't know. This is just how it works in these kind of animes. And, so, of course, they beat him up and belittle him, and, and he, on his way home, he gets fired from his newspaper job because he gets the shit kicked out of him by these assholes. And then he wakes up like hours later, and then of course he didn't show up for work, so he gets fired right away. Which they never say anything, but just judging by the way his personality is, I would assume he's probably never missed work. And he probably always does a good job and always works hard, yet he gets fired this one time. And it's pretty obvious he's been in a fight or something. Like, I expect there's probably some blood, he's covered in dirt. Like, eventually he gets a boss, you'd at least be like, what the fuck happened to you? Yeah, none of that. He just gets... Anyway. So, yeah, he loses his job, and then... kind of, like, on his way home... I think it's a couple days before that happens. I can't remember. Is, of course, typical creepy-ass delinquents. I think they're different ones. We don't see them again. Are harassing this beautiful girl. He kind of saves her, and by saves her, basically he just ends up being the punching bag and the distraction, really, while everyone around is basically doing fuck all to help. Like, really, none of you can go into, like, a store, pull out your phone, call the cops, hide behind a thing, throw a book, fucking something. No, you're all just doing nothing. So he's literally the only one that kind of, like, tries to stop it. He doesn't fight them. He just gets the shit kicked out of him, but at least he's being a distraction for her. And, of course, she's just sitting there. And I'm just thinking... the poor guy's getting the shit kicked out. Could you at least go call the cops? Fucking run so it's not for nothing? What the fuck are you doing? But yeah, so her name is Kaori, and he kind of just, the police finally show up, they run off, and, she walks over, are you okay? And, he kind of just gets up, wipes the blood off his nose, and then he's like, yeah, I'm fine. and then just fucking leaves. And she's kind of staring after him. Which I need to comment on this show. It's really beautifully drawn, and especially I love like the way they did like the coloring, and especially like their eyes. Like Yuya's eyes and then Kaori's eyes are my favorite. Because there's like this kind of like this cranberry red, and his is like, this is gonna sound really weird, but I would describe his eye color as like a deep purple with a hint of brown and a hint of silver to it. Like, I don't know why, but that's what I think when I think to describe it. This is very pretty. I like his eye color. I've never really seen anything like it. And this feels like it was based off like a Korean web novel or something. I don't know. Just something about it that reminds me of those that I've read, but I cannot tell you if it actually is, where it came from. I know nothing about the show. I literally just know it from what, you know, Crunchyroll showing up. And so yeah, he saves her, and then he after all this happens, you know, losing his job and getting the shit kicked out of him, and he finally just kind of loses it, and he's like, nothing's ever going to change. It's just going to keep going on and on. This is just, all this horrible shit's going to keep happening. And he kind of loses it and punches the mirror in the bathroom, which somehow activates a hidden ball next to the fucking sink, which leads to a storage room of random artifacts and shit, which already weird. And there's like this flying cube there when he first goes in. I'm just like, he doesn't even look at it, by the way. I'm just like, there's a flying red and black cube. Doesn't even glance at it, and they never bring that shit up. I don't know if they will later, if they ever do another season, or if it's in the manga or wherever the fuck this is from. The source material, I don't know if they ever will bring that up. But I just felt it was really fucking weird, and I've seen the show a couple times. And I'm just like, we never gonna address the black fucking flying cube. Okay, fuck that. And it's like the storage room, a bunch of, you know, random shit. Like someone who goes traveling would have random shit displayed on the wall or something, but kind of like in a storage room type of thing. It's kind of what it looks like. Again, hidden behind a hidden ball in the bathroom. Don't fucking ask me. And then there's this very ornate door, and he opens it, and it's a door to another fucking world, and there's like a status screen that pops up, and then that's the thing. Okay. And yeah, so this hidden room leads to a storage room that leads to a hidden, or well, it's not even fucking hidden. Like I said, this is bright blue, not conspicuous at all, fucking door in the storage room, which leads to like the opening of like a simple room, which is like the room to a house, to another world. And essentially, this is a door to another world. I think you figured it out by like the third time I've said that. It's a door to another world. It's a door to another world. It's a door to another world. And guess what? It's a door to another world. Did you guess that? Was it subtle? And yeah, there's a status screen, and basically it says that he's kind of the owner of the house now. He finds there's like a table, and a chair, like it's like a simple room, and then there's a note in a language he doesn't understand. But like when he first walks in, there's like the status screen thing, and it gives him like a bunch of titles, like Otherworlder and some other, I don't remember exactly what the fuck it was, but Otherworlder was among them or something. And he kind of finds a way to get like a language comprehension skill, which allows him to read this letter. And basically the letter is from this guy called the Sage. You're not going to get a whole lot of information on him. You will see a little bit of him later. It just felt like a second in an episode. But he's already dead. So yeah, there's a message from the Sage saying that basically whoever happens to find this, the house, everything in it will automatically transfer to ownership. Ownership will automatically transfer to you through magic. So you is now the owner of this house. And it's got like a bunch of cool shit in there. And yeah, he finds out it's another world, and he's got all these skills, and then he's finding all these weapons and plants and everything, and it leads to his body kind of transforming into now the hot guy. And he later finds out that he's in the middle of like this place called the Darkest Regions, which is like of the entire continent or whatever, I guess. It's one of the most dangerous places. So he's just kind of smack dab fucking there. He's like the lowest level, like level 1, and the very first thing he encounters is like, I think above 500, or I was like, no, about, I want to say at least above 300 level. So, like, greatly out fucking leveled. But luckily, the fence around the goddamn property has a barrier. As long as he doesn't go past it, he's fine. So he ends up doing his first kill, kind of like using the... He's like on the side of the house for like... And then there's like a fence in the outside forest or whatever. So as long as he's in the fence, he's fine. Nothing can get in. Unless I think he allows it, and nothing with like malicious intent or something. They don't super go over it, just enough for you kind of be like, oh, okay. I kind of got the idea. I'm sorry, I'm having a whole time describing things. I got to go to the bathroom real bad. But yeah, he kind of levels up, and then it causes his body to like physically change. So it's like, yeah, he's that guy, and yeah, it's all that transfers over to his world too. So like, yeah, he doesn't realize right away because he broke the fucking mirror. Like, he can feel something is definitely wrong with his body. Like, something is different, which is pretty fucking obvious because he lost a lot of weight. And all of a sudden he has like fucking abs. But anyway. But yeah, this show's fun. I really liked it. So if you kinda like OP like it's kinda isekai, but not isekai, because it's not like he was summoned to another world, he wasn't reborn or anything, he just there's a door to another world and he can cross through it and then cross back over to his world. So like it's isekai but not, kind of. Does that make sense? What do we consider isekai? I don't know, isekai adjacent? I don't know. Like, it's close enough, I would kind of call it isekai. It's like, it's somewhere in that category. But, yeah, it's kind of just him, being awesome in his world now, and, you know, going exploring in the darkest region, and then, you know, he gets more skills, and more cool shit he finds, and eventually ends up getting, you know, familiars, Knight and Akatsuki, and, yeah, it's a fun isekai anime. And, like, if you like OP isekai bullshit, like I do, I would give this one a check out. I really did like this. I know, I don't know. I do know there's more. This is one of those ones where there is, sometimes, like, after the credits, there's some... They won't do a preview or anything, but they might do like a little bit of the episode stuff after the episodes. Don't turn off right away. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm having a hard time because it's like it's really hot and I really gotta go to the bathroom and I don't know what to say. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, check this one out, and bye.